So let's start with 4 or 5 years ago when Connect 4 first started, and then you moved.
Okay.
Where you moved to New York?
Moved to New York. Wifey wanted to go home. She was missing home, so we made the decision to move up to New York. I took a leap of faith on I could be a man. I could take care of this family, you know. And, I was scared. Didn't know what the future held. You know, I could have either been successful or fell flat on my face, but fell flat on my face wasn't an option.
You spent your whole life in Florida up to that point.
Oh man, yes, but everything was there. And I lived in Atlanta for 1 year during my childhood, but
yeah,
I don't even count that. Yeah,
about New York, because there's some massive differences. First of all, where in New York?
So we're upstate. We're by the Pennsylvania line. We live in Corning.
What about that weather? That's the biggest thing
I'm gonna tell you right now. Fuck snow.
You moved to New York and you were DJing before. I mean, you've been DJing. We're gonna do a throwback here for a second.
Okay.
This is DJP3 Shellman DJing at one of the house parties, one of my infamous house parties from back in the day.
You do not have that footage.
I do.
Do not. Oh!
We're gonna cut to it now.
Hey, motherfucking P3.
What up, pimp? Holla at your boy.
P3, nigga.
Talking about fucked up at Jamie crib, barbecue. What is it? 2005. What is it? October 12. Holla at your boy. Big time.
It's crazy that I even have that. I don't know how I still have it,
Okay.
but I do.
Decision to
I
DJ.
met you, I don't remember the year. It was somewhere in between 99 and 2001-ish, I think. And you were already DJing then.
So yes, especially in my Universal Studios phase, I was.
And that's how we met, ladies and gentlemen.
That's my dog, Jamie. I love him to death. He's like my little brother. The background behind me and Jamie we met each other through his brother, John. Shout out John White, my G till I'm dead. That is the closest thing to Superman I ever saw in my life. John White, I love you, bro. So me and John were hanging out, having a good time. I meet his little brother, Jamie. This guy. So we decided to start hanging out, and come to find out, we're like two peas in a pod. Here we are right now, years later.
We had legendary
multiple
parties
success.
With so islands have been broken into separate islands. And we worked on Marvel Superhero Island. I worked at Spider-Man, he worked at the Hulk with my brother John, and a bunch of other friends. Mostly it was Hulk people. I was like the one guy who did not work at the Hulk with most of the crew that we hung out with. But we'd have these epic parties.
Yeah, after parties.
Where literally the next day people would all be calling in.
Oh my God.
You'd have to get rescues from all over the other.
You'd see a sea of people on the floor as you were walking out, trying to just get back home.
And funny enough,
we're talking legendary, epic parties.
You and I would still be up smoking,
chilling.
And the sun comes up
the whole night.
And we were still able to make it to work. And those people all called in. And you know what's funny? Because back in the day, it was like a landline, and they were calling from our apartment.
Right, so they all knew that.
The same number, and they had the number on file. But I'd be at work, and they're like, why is everybody calling in from your house?
Like, that's not your business. Those days, I was literally borrowing people's turntables and borrowing equipment, you know, to try to do these little events and try to make names for myself. And here in Orlando, you would have to imagine you'd be a tadpole in the ocean. There are so many DJs, so many different genre of DJs, so many really good DJs that it's really hard to kind of break out and get current and constant work. If you do, it's literally pennies on the dollar type of work.
It's been the same for me. with Talented Productions.
You're a videographer company
In a town
in a
of
sea
yeah.
of videographer. You're right up the street from Full Sail.
Exactly. At this point, I have decided, you guys probably hearing it here first, I'm transitioning the company from a film like production service company to an entertainment. So we're actually going to be, you know, creating our own stuff. Which
Content.
We've been doing
for a while, testing the waters for that for a while.
But I've got a bunch of other ideas coming up here.
Okay.
That I'm going to have several other YouTube shows.
Okay.
And also going to be making products. We're going to be 3D printing products.
Wow.
To go along with one of these shows.
Can I get a Glock though? So I went to a town where I knew nobody. I knew my wife's family. We hang out every now and again, but I didn't have really a lot of people to hang out with. So I hooked my equipment up and I would practice, but I'd turn the lights on and I'd practice, you know, kind of to just keep myself a workhorse. And I was like, all right, well, let me try while I'm up here to start patterning myself towards work that I can DJ with as well. And I tried a couple of DJ companies and they weren't bad, but how their DJs were training DJs, I didn't necessarily agree with. So I was like, I have my own vision for my own company and I want to try to portray that. And again, dice into the wind, let's see what happens. And all of a sudden,
you started your own company.
Oh my God, like the gods bless. The gods see you when you hurt and when you try. When you hurt, they try to console. And when you try, they try to help you. God helps those that help themselves.
Yeah.
So now my DJ company is doing.
And what is this DJ company?
My DJ company is, thank you, Talent, Beats and Lyrics United Entertainment. You can find me on Facebook. Just go in the search bar and type Blue DJs and, sorry.
Yeah,
Blue
we got
DJs.
it right here. We got it right here.
Type in Blue DJs and my page will come up, videos, pics,
in fact,
we want to go to some.
We have a commercial.
You made the commercial.
We made a commercial.
So
for your
Blue
DJ
DJs
company.
Has a commercial. Let's run it.
Check it out.